What's up? I'm Nick, and this is Joey. We play guitar on Whirr. We're gonna do a little run through of our gear setup that we use live on stage and on tour, and for recording as well. Unfortunately, I can't show you any of my pedals right now because mine and Joe's are both currently in Universal Studios at the Hard Rock Cafe. They're doing a full US tour. But what I do have is this schematic / blueprint sort of thing I drew out, and Joe has one too, what we use on tour. But I think this is a pretty true representation of what we do use live. So pretty much my whole rig starts here with the whistle tune, and what that is, it's a windpipe. It's a wind-based tuner that I blow into each of these little pegs I blow into, and they generate the note of the note I need to hit on my guitar. For example, I want to hit the E. It's the E note. A. It's the A note. You know, you get it. So I take it and I blow in it, and then hits the note I'm trying to hit, and then I just do that during sound check, and that lasts the whole show. A very particular thing about me is I don't actually run through an amp at all. I just go straight to the house. And sound guys actually love this because it's a pretty simple approach to miking a band live. I don't have to send them any sort of mic input or a stage plot or anything. I just actually run down to Kinko's and I make a copy of this and I just fax it over to the club. Okay, so for a lot of my my tones live, I use a rack mount, which on this one I have the Frampton voice box, which is it's the effect that Peter Frampton used on I think the song is called The Way I Do, something like that. It's almost like a pre-auto-tuned vocoder sort of thing. That's just for weird effects I want to get through. And sometimes I run through my guitar. And other times I run through my Digitech Whammy rack mount, which I just press down on the pedal and just gets the real kind of sound. And next up is I have a second rack mount. This is the shoegazer rack mount. This has the shoegazer verb on it, have the shoegazer delay, and last is the glisten shimmer. It's a combo rack mount, and it's just a real nice, clean, polished sound. It just makes everything a little bit more airy and, you know, dynamic, and that goes straight to the house too. Next up is my pedal board. Start there is a Dimebag Darrell Whammy wah pedal, you know, so you want to emulate those sort of ripping solos he had down. After that is the phase shifter. That's very important to my tone. I put it on and it gets all those spacey sort of starry sounds. You know, I turn that on, I hit a chord, and just there's all kinds of weird, just, you know, beautiful sounds. You know, of course, you know what I'm talking about. After that is the boutique pedal company, Loudmouth Octagon. It's 8 settings, like an octagon, and basically what that is it has 8 different octaves I can go to. I use that throughout the set to just, you know, make the leads, you know, pop a bit more, and the other ones punch a bit more. You know, it's a pop punch sort of system. Yeah, next to my chain is the Crate GX15. It's a combo amp, 15 watts. It's got a 12-inch speaker. It's probably the only amp you're going to see on stage, on my side of the stage at least. And I don't really use it for the tone as much as I use it for the highly sought-after reverb tank that the guys down at Crate designed, and it's just lush. Next and lastly in my pedal board chain is the Digitech Grunge pedal. I have it running from the reverb tank to a 20-foot cable running to it. And basically, I can't stress enough that that's got to be the last thing in your chain, which is why I have the extended cable, just so I make sure it gets farther enough away from the signal. And basically, you send all your tone there, and this just sucks it right out. Starting back at the whistle tune, you can take the route to the sampler, which I have running direct to the house. And basically, it's not as much as a sampler as a first-generation iPod. And what I use there is I have a bunch of different tracks. It's just a playlist I made of 808 sounds. And usually the drummer you would think would do that, but it's too complex for him, you know, hitting all the drums. So I just kind of kneel down and press play, and that thing just hits. You know, whenever I need a big part of a song to come in a chorus or something, you know, I'll kneel down real fast and just with my thumb hit the 808. Okay, so starting back the whistle tune, you know, there's the 6 routes that you can go. Well, I guess I should say 5, because the 6th one is a dead end. There's nothing that goes there. That's pretty much just, you don't go that way. You go any other route except for that route, because that is in fact a no-no. You just don't go there. So I guess I'll pass the mic over now so Joe can give a rundown of his pedal board.
So I'm really into vintage gear. I love like the old sound and stuff. The amp that I've run out of is an early 2000 Line 6 1, or the Spider 1 actually. sounds great. I love it. The first thing I got on my chain is the Behringer digital reverb. I usually set all the knobs up like all the way cranked, and just it gives it like a lush, like it's lovely. I've got a Digitech Whammy. I don't really use it. I just got it because Korn uses it. Like, I think that's awesome, so I have it. And the third pedal I got on my chain is the Behringer Ultra Chorus. I don't really have any exact settings for it. I just kind of like, you know, during sound check, I'll just mess around with it, get it sounding really lush. The fourth pedal that I have up on my my pedal board is the Digitech Grunge pedal. It's phenomenal. Nick mentioned it earlier. He has one. He told me to get it, and so yeah, it's awesome.
It's remarkable, honestly.
Yeah. And then anyway, after that, at the very end of my chain, I got a old vintage Crybaby wah-wah, and what I do with that is it's always on. I just like have it set so it's in the middle though, and it just rounds and fills everything out. And then having that all go through the Line 6 Spider 1, it's the best tone. I've been trying to get Nick to get one, but he just loves playing out of the PA system. I don't know why.
This is what I've always used. It's more convenient. This tone sounds great, but it's not for me. I like the house.
I don't know, man. The 112.
Yeah, the house is better.
It going through the PA.
Yeah, I understand, but I don't want to upset these sound guys. If you're a young musician looking for some gear to start playing, you know, you don't know where to start at, you want a piece of gear and a pedal, a way to start off, I'll give you a piece of advice my uncle gave me. Do you have computer speakers? If so, there's a real simple conversion technique. You just go down to Radio Shack and they have a 1/4 adapter. It goes from a regular stereo, just headphone cable, and you can plug that right in your head, in your computer speakers, and play out of your guitar that way. And it's pretty close to emulating the house PA that I play out of, and it's just the clearest, cleanest tone you're gonna get. It's like a whistle. It's just transparent as all heck. Well, awesome guys. Hope you enjoyed our gear talk. You saw what we use on stage. Fortunately, like I said, I wish our pedals could have been here, but they're traveling the states with Hard Rock Cafe. Yeah. Maybe you can eat one of those and you'll see them in person.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hope you guys have a good time figuring things out and playing music and getting some gear. Take care. This is Gear Talk.